Um, do you get a chance to watch that Bagley dunk on the replay and see what he was able to do there, and what was your reaction?
Yeah, it was the only highlight of our game on SportsCenter last night. So I was like, come on, man, tell the whole story. It was a good game.
What do you think of that? I mean, you obviously have seen a lot of plays in your basketball life, but to see that type of athleticism for him to kind of stay in the air like that and throw it down.
It was good.
Okay.
Today, how was today coming in? I mean, you guys have had a 7-game homestand, or excuse me, winning streak at home, 2 quality opponents in terms of Philly and San Antonio, and you guys have kind of rose to those challenges with Houston coming in. Just how's kind of the mindset right now?
It's good. You're at a point in the season too where I try to keep them as fresh as possible and keep it light, but still have some idea of what you're trying to get done and not just have a ball in their hands, but try to get some stuff done execution-wise and continue to get the repetitions that will build out over the course of years.
What do you think about the challenge tomorrow with the Rockets? James Harden and those guys coming in. How difficult is that matchup even still with them without a guy like Capella?
Yeah, I mean, they do a great job, and they got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they found themselves and got their rhythm, and he's playing at a very high level and difficult to guard, and just try to put different people in front of him and try to give them different looks, and but at the same time, I think they do some things defensively that are a little bit different, and you got to be able to be us and keep our identity and try to get into their defense early in the clock and see if we can get the game going up and down, and that can be a little scary against a team like that who can score at a high rate, but that are you going to walk it up. I just don't think that's how we're built. We want to stay to who we are and try to make it a young, athletic, energetic kind of game.
The fact that he's put up these numbers night after night for so long, James Harden, what do you think about that? How historic is this?
No, I just think he's a heck of a player, and he's worked hard to get where he is, and stayed humble, and he carries himself well, and I got a lot of respect for the way he plays the game, and what he does for his team, and that whole organization is fantastic.
There's really no way to guard him. We've seen guys that literally, for fear of fouls, put hands behind their back. I mean, I never thought I'd ever see that in the NBA. I mean, how deceptive can he be, and just how difficult of a guard is that when you start to see guys literally put their hands behind their back?
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Not a tactic I think you guys would employ, or
not something I want to touch.
Yeah. Shump will get a nice dose of that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Try to give him different looks of different quickness, or where you try to help from, and who you want helping, and different spots on the floor. And he's pretty much seen everything and different kinds of matchups and switches and traps and all those kinds of things. And it's not just him; it's also his teammates and how they take the space and try to make you pay as a team for different schemes that people roll out against them.
With Yogi, I mean, his path has been kind of unorthodox, a little weird to get here. He's had to really work and go through different situations. But when you think about him and the crowd chanting his name last night, how special of a moment do you think that was for him?
I think it's good for him, and it's good for our whole team. There's a good vibe, and we enjoy playing at home, and we're doing some fun things, and I think it just makes people smile, and it's a good feeling to be around. And I think it's probably relieving from what I hear around town. The last couple of years has been frustrating for Kings fans, and so to feel the joy in that moment, or Marvin's big dunk last night, or knocking off some of these teams that are supposed to be in the playoffs or high seeds, and those kinds of things. They make for special seasons, and I would say characters, but personalities rise and be recognized at points in this kind of a journey. And I think it just makes everybody smile, makes me smile. It's a good deal.
Trade deadline's 48 hours away, roughly. How much, in your experience, can that weigh on players' minds when their names come up, and is it something that enters your minds as coaches?
Different years are different, as far as how your team is made up and where you are in the race and where contracts are, and different years on guys' contracts. And so it's a big picture deal, and each situation is unique.